welcome today. Welcome, Ollie. Thank you for coming down.
Thank you very much.
Really good opportunity to have you today. So everybody, we've got Ollie Hassell-Collins from the Tigers to join us today. We're going to talk a little bit about your career, where it's come from, where it's going, and we've got, as a new breed of rugby player, some jewellery for you to wear. We've noticed you like sparkles.
I do, yeah. Well, I haven't got too many sparkles, so there's a few pieces on here that I like the look of that you might go missing, but we'll see.
Well, I do know one thing: you can run faster than me, so I ain't going to give chase.
That's it, yeah.
And that brings me to a story, but I won't say that one quite yet, otherwise we'll run out of time. But look, I think it's fantastic to have you down. So thank you for coming down and just talk about your career so far. Obviously, rugby is a changing sport, isn't it? We lost your old team when you started at Roslyn Park, which is a team I remember, who are still fantastic. They were top of the tree when I was young. And then you went to the Irish, who sadly demised last year. And I think we're all still in shock about these teams demising, aren't we? And, the Premiership's not quite a Premiership to many of us without those Wasps, Irish, Worcester. And how is it?
Absolutely. No, I think it's difficult to say for me because I signed at Tigers when that happened. So I was in a comfortable position. I was safe. I was secure for the next 2 years. So for me, it was kind of, obviously I loved the club, always will. I was there when I was 16 up until 23. So it's got a special place in my heart. I hit 100 caps for them just in time. So yeah, it was difficult, and obviously I had a lot of mates there. I came through the academy with a lot of them. So I think that was probably the most difficult thing for me, just seeing those guys. A few of them had to retire. Some have gone abroad, still playing and doing well and loving it. But yeah, it was a very difficult time. I spent a lot of time with coaches as well. So I know coaches have again retired. It's all the back staff as well, which is it's obviously difficult for them because it's quite a niche job, some of it, and it can be quite hard for them guys and girls, to kind of find jobs again. Whereas I think with coaching, there'll always be a space for coaching. I know a few of the coaches that I spent a lot of time with are now with Gloucester, and Dec Kinney, the head coach, has gone back to Ireland. So yeah, everyone's kind of dotted about, and it is tough to keep in contact with them, but I try my best, and I know everyone's doing well now, which is the main thing, really.
And it's going to be a change again this season, isn't it? Talk about coaching. Obviously, Dan didn't get much of a chance here, did he? I mean, he's been and gone in a flash of an eyelid. And it's funny because I've got a lot of Australian really close friends, and we were having a little bit of banter, and I said, it's just because we want a pommy manager. We don't want another Oz. And then all of a sudden they're texting me saying, "Oh mate, you got another Aussie." And we've got Michael Checker coming in, who's got an incredible pedigree. I mean, you look at his CV.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be a change. I mean, are you all ready for that change? I mean, can you see it in pre-season straight away?
Yeah, I think. I know Tigers of the past few years, they've been unlucky with their coaches, haven't they? Obviously, Steve going to England, and before that, there was coaches in and out. But yeah, I think pre-season so far has been great. I think everyone's really just had to buy in. We knew it was obviously going to be difficult, but the core group is still there, and Michael's come in and he's presented well, he's got his points across, and everyone's just feeling really good, really positive, and just enjoying pre-season as much as you can. Obviously, it's not the nicest part of the season, but I think those hard sessions and pre-season is when you get your cohesion, the boys get closer, and then once we get into game time, then we're firing and we'll play for each other, we're going to fight for each other. So yeah, I think this season's going to be really good.
I used to have a bit of a giggle because I used to be able to go down with the players at pre-season. And of course, you did what they call Fat Club. And you see how much you could pinch on the side of you.
Skin folds.
And I'm not going to say which particular player it was who always failed, but they'd do it to me too, and I was very fat.
You're not allowed to call it Fat Club anymore.
You're not allowed to call it Fat Club?
Seriously? I don't know what they call it now. I'm not in it, obviously.
Oh, well, there you go. There's the first bit of controversy, which I'm not allowed to say. Come on, let's change the subject. Let's have a little bit of jewellery. We've chosen a few bits that will give us a bit of sparkle on you today. The first one we're going to put on you, Ollie, if that's all right, and try on, is a Faux Pay. This is an Italian brand which we're really love here at Lumbers, and it's flexi. So you can just roll it on your wrist, and something like that particular piece, it's got the black diamonds on it.
Yeah.
It's 18 karat gold, so it's black sparkle rather than white sparkle. But it's a great piece, and that bit rotates and moves as well, so you get a bit of movement from it.
Yeah.
But it's a bit of fun, isn't it?
It is. I do like the chunky pieces. I'm a big fan of the big, out there, bold kind of jewellery styles. So yeah, this is a bit of me.
It's a good chunky bit of.
That's the most important thing.
We could match that up in fairness, because a lot of this jewellery you stack nowadays, and we could give you a real bit of sparkle, a statement piece with just a fully loaded diamond bracelet, which is something like that, which a lot of people would wear. Would you wear the two together, or would you be one or the other?
I think I would just, if I was wearing this one, it'd have to just be that on its own. Just like say a statement piece, like nice sparkly, like proper out there. I'm a big fan. Big fan of that. Yeah. It's funny with bringing jewellery into the Tigers world, etc. I have to say, being the generation I am, I'll always remember the European Cup final when we played in Cardiff. The game at the hand of Backy, it's always referred to, which obviously all of us were looking the other way when Backy did whatever he did. But a really good friend of mine is Andy Good, who used to obviously play, and he turned up with a red Mohican haircut, and I think that was one of the first real differences of a rugby player coming into the pitch. And I think his own team wanted to kick him more than the opposition. I remember Westy being very vocal about this red Mohican haircut, and he wore white boots, of which I was told at the time that Dean Richards turned around and said, "You need to be world class to wear those, mate, and you ain't world class yet." Yeah, I don't know how I would have fit in those times then. I was always a little bit nervous, but obviously, yeah, like I say, Tigers is very historical and known for being physical and aggressive, shall we say. So yeah, it's always a bit nervous going in there with the painted nails, the jewellery, the dyed hair. But I think like I said, rugby's kind of changing a bit, and I like to think that I'm inspiring that new generation to kind of do what they want to do and be who they want to be. And yeah, I suppose like this jewellery stuff, I love wearing it. You know, before games, kind of get your pictures with all your jewellery. It's quite cool. I like it. It's like you look at the NFL and the NBA; they're all kind of there, bling.
We need to get the salary level up a little bit, though, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
That's the one of them. To get you to the footballers' level, we need those £100,000 a week salaries, so that some of this here could be purchased. Let me put a diamond necklace on you, which is a nice 20-inch necklace. It's got 11.5 carats in this, so it's a beautiful piece, but it's long enough for you with a rugby neck.
Perfect.
Because I mean, I think you're 17-18-inch neck, are you?
Yeah, something like that.
I was going on my neck, but as I say, I was in Fat Club, so your neck might be smaller than mine, but yours is muscle as opposed to fat.
I don't know about that.
Actually, that looks good on you. What do you think?
Yeah, I do like this.
You like that?
Yeah. I don't know what you're doing to me. I might have to go out the door in a minute with all this on me.
Plenty of closed doors.
Yeah.
And it's never fit without a diamond earring in. It's never finished without a diamond earring. So we've got a big pair of studs. So come on, get your pearl earring out, dear. Let's put this in it. So this is a pair. We'd send them singly if anybody wants to buy one. 6 carats in total, so 3 carats each. They're big diamonds. Really rare when you get up to that sort of size. So in your left ear now, you've got £25,000. Around your neck, you've got £25,000. You've got actually around £25,000 on your wrist. We've got everything about even here. So we'll get you up to 100,000 before the day's out, I would think.
Perfect.
Got that on? Yeah.
I think diamonds are the one thing I'm kind of missing. I have a bit of gold, a bit of silver, but there's not much diamonds. So.
Well, I think there's definitely a big diamond there. That's a bit Lewis Hamilton almost, isn't it? But you can't get up. We're not allowed to get up. Kirsty's told us that. So
I'll look in a minute.
We're going to finish off with a watch. So you've got your Fitbit on.
I have, yeah.
So I've got a few watches for you to have a quick look at, because we're lucky. We've got a real what I call a list of partners. We've got Hublot, we've got Amiga, we've got Breitling, we've got Tudor, we've got Breguet as our watch partners. Now, that's quite a nice bright white Hublot in white ceramic, which would be quite fun. And we should have tried it on before you came in. We could have adjusted the strap, but that's.
Is that it? Click
Clicking, probably the price and everything's getting in the way, but
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Do you
good.
reckon?
Is that your sort
Yeah.
of sort of
I
style?
don't have a lot of watches.
No?
I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, it's not. It's probably another thing that's missing from my cabinet is a nice watch to put
I've
on
got
my
one here
wrist.
to test you with. So
Go on.
we pop that off. This is a little bit of a catch-22 situation, which you might, you know, we gave Ollie a get-out clause at the beginning of saying, cut if Dominic asks us anything that you can't do. I've got to put this on you, which is a Breitling.
Okay.
But you might notice something on this one in a minute.
Good.
I hear that at some stage in your career, you actually said that you wouldn't mind playing for Wales. And this is the Welsh one, even though you've been capped at England. So this is the Breitling Six Nations Wales Special Edition.
Struggling now.
It goes over like that. And it's a cracking looking watch.
Okay.
But if you haven't pulled the
nice.
red jumper of Wales on, how do you feel about pulling a red watch of Wales on?
It is nice. Is there one without the Welsh flag?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can
okay.
find one.
Yeah,
We can
perfect.
find one with the England flag on.
Yeah, thank you.
Have you turned from that comment then? That comment was just a young, youthful comment, was it?
No, the guy said, obviously I've been out of the England picture kind of about a season now, and he said, obviously you've got the Welsh ties, would it be of interest? And I said, well, first and foremost, I want to play for England. That's my dream and always will be. I want to get back in that squad and get caps, but ultimately if I get nothing and Wales are interested, then I'd think about it, and it'd be something I'd obviously have to decide and think about if the time came. But
You've got a
ultimately,
track record on the field now, haven't you? You've scored tries in every club you've been at.
yeah,
So you know you'd like to think that a progression onto that international stage is coming. And you've got, is it one cap, two caps?
2 caps.
2 caps.
Exactly. And I want to add to that, and like I say, I want to play for England ultimately. But you know, at the moment, I've kind of been out of the picture a little bit. So for me, it's just about focusing on that, playing well at Leicester.
Yeah.
I also want to win stuff. I haven't won a tournament. I want to win a Premiership, Prem Cup, Champions Cup, Challenge Cup, all of these tournaments that I've been involved in and just haven't quite got there. So ultimately, I want to win some silverware. And then if the caps come, then they come.
I think we've got quite a few new faces coming to Leicester. I haven't kept up in the close season of who's coming and who's not coming, but for your number 11 shirt out in that cold wing position, you know, who have you got coming in who's going to sort of compete for your spot?
Yeah, so there's not loads of wingers that have come in, but I suppose back three wise we've got a lot of good competition. So there's me, Anthony Watson, Josh Bassett, Harry Simmons. There's a young guy called Mally who's coming up, good player. And obviously you got Freddie Stewart, Mike Brown, James Shilcock, kind of that 15 position. So there's a lot of good competition, and like we're just pushing each other. We're all getting better, which is part of pre-season as well. We're all kind of pushing each other, giving each other tips, helping each other. So it's a really good environment to be in as a back three players, and we're just getting better as the days goes on.
Come on, we'll have a look at these last two watches that we've got out here. Amiga, you've got to try an Amiga on while you're here, because Amiga is a real one of our kingpin brands.
And the Olympics is on.
This is, I thought you'd like the colour on this one.
It's a nice. I do like a bit, yeah.
A bit of colour on it.
Yeah.
And that's the Seamaster. It's you know a fantastic looking watch, and one of the latest ones that we've got that's just come in. But a really nice looking watch. Yeah, get it on the camera. And I thought we'd finish actually with my favourite, which is a Breguet. Breguet is I don't know if you know the Breguet brand so well. It's the most historically important watch brand in the world in terms of its provenance and what it does to the world and to the watch industry. Let me try it on. There we go. Now this is just to get you zooming over that £100,000 mark. So this is their world timer. Perfect. And it's a stunning watch, and that's at £80,000. So we've got you up to £130,000 for your little tirade today, which I'd just like to point out to the camera, you don't go away with. It's just a sponsorship to Tigers that we pay.
I go away with all of it. What's your favourite brand then?
I love Breguet, but actually I wear a Hublot, so I can't say I love Breguet too much. I love Hublot. I think Hublots are fantastic watches. But like I say, we're lucky. There's a watch in every single brand we've got that I'd be overjoyed to wear. You know, all of them have a distinct character, a distinct profile for their ranges, and they're just lovely watches. We're lucky with it. It's taken, you know, we're family businesses, you know, my father actually disliked the watch industry, so I had to go into the watch industry.
Yeah.
And you step up each year with your brands. It's like building a rugby team almost. You know, you start, you've got to keep on improving. And we've improved to this extent now that I think we've got the absolute A-class brands portfolio, and I'm really proud of that. It's been hard work to get there, and it's a real tribute to the business where we've got our watch brands too. So we're pleased with that. But I think that's fantastic, Ollie. I've really enjoyed this afternoon.
Thank you very much. I've got to try it all on.
I've got to wish you well for the new
nice.
season.
Thank you.
Like you say, let's get a trophy in the cabinet.
Absolutely.
And get something back down there so that we can repair it when you all go and knacker it on the team bus on the way back.
Yeah, hope not too much, but yeah.
Well, we had to do that to the European Cup a few years ago. It saved my silversmith for a couple of days, but that's all meant to be privy and not known. But anyway, it's been fantastic. I've really enjoyed that. And I hope you've enjoyed the jewellery, and I hope we'll see you here soon buying something that you're wearing now.
That's it. Well, I'm taking all this home, so I don't know what you want about. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate that.